Hey, have you ever heard the phrase, let's cut out the middleman and save money? Well, that's kind of a dumb idea. You don't want to cut out the middleman because the middleman is your distribution that allows you, the brand, to get products and services to the customer, without which marketing would not exist. Distribution channels are extremely important. And if I'm going to consume a product like this, I don't want to have to go to the factory or to where this water is produced to buy it. I want to be able to walk into a convenient distribution channel and get this delivered right to my door, perhaps. That's what we're going to talk about now, how you manage the delivery of the brand experience through distribution channels. So, what are the customer benefits of distribution? I alluded to it just a minute ago, right? It allows a customer to get more value. Distribution channels aim to make available to the customer different types of utility. Distribution channels get me the right product, right? I have an assortment. I can get different flavors of this, different sizes perhaps of this particular product. I also count on distribution channels to give me access to the right place. I want to be able to buy this stuff close by. I don't want to have to go too far to buy this stuff. Ideally, just get on my computer or my smartphone and just buy it online. But that doesn't happen by accident, right? The marketer is the one that builds this channel to give me place utility. And what's the third one? Well, time utility. I don't want to spend a lot of time. I want speed of delivery. I want convenient hours. I want to be able to go to a store and that's close by. I can get in and out of. I've got all the products I want there. And think about when you go to a store, when you go into, let's say, a store to buy shoes. And what if that store had basically one model of shoe in one size, and you had to stand in line late at night to buy it? You had to get outside the store at midnight. Now, that would be terrible, right? You wouldn't be buying many shoes there. You want to go into a shoe store that has lots of options, it's close by or convenient online, and is serviced by knowledgeable people that can get you in, bring shoes out for you to try on, check you out quickly, get you on your way, friendly service. I mean, you start to think about it, walking into a store is kind of a magical thing. And as a professional marketer and business person, never take it for granted. The just an elaborate and enormous value that retailing and wholesaling and distributors bring to us in terms of products and services and our lifestyle. So, how does this connect all to the big picture? By now, you should really be comfortable and familiar with the 4 go-to-market strategies. And here again, each quadrant gives you some direction of the type of utility that you want to make sure you get right when you are going after a particular quadrant. So, starting in quadrant 1, if we are all about acquisition leadership, we're going after non-category users, we better emphasize product utility. They won't even consider it if the right product or service is not there for them. Over in quadrant 2, they already know what products and services you have. For them, in quadrant 2, your loyal customers need to have it conveniently and and quickly. They want to be able to get that product without a lot of hassle. Down in quadrant 3, it's about multi-brand customers. Time and place utility become the game changers, right? If your customer uses multiple brands, let's say for hardware, and they can go to either Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ace Hardware. Well, I know me, I'm going to go to the one that's closest, that I think I'm going to spend the less time, that's most convenient. That's going to win the battle. I buy products from all 3, and time and place utility matter a lot in that particular category. Over in product 4, it's more about place utility and product utility, especially does your product utility, do you have a wider variety of products, better products, more options, more sizes and varieties and colors and models? What is the utility that you provide there. So, the key to success with developing channels is realizing this. You have a channel which is, think of it as a pathway. It's a set of interdependent entities that all work together. So when the maker of this product takes it out of the factory, a truck picks it up, takes it to a warehouse, sits in that warehouse. Somebody then takes it from the warehouse and puts it on another truck. It goes into a store. That store then takes it and has to put it on a shelf. A lot of things have to happen by a lot of interdependent people. And you don't own all these people. You don't own all these channels. These are independent companies that do your distribution for you in many cases. And the key is you better be on the same page with them. You want to be aligned with them. And here's a nice table. Once again, a lot of information here. But what this explains is the different types of channel members and what they are supposed to do. The key is every part of a channel in marketing has a role, a job. And those jobs are spread out based on who is best and most competent, think core competency, which entity is most competent to be able to do that and deliver that benefit at that particular step of the channel. And unfortunately, what can happen sometimes is your distributor has a different idea about the communications than you do. So, for example, your value proposition for this product may be tasty and refreshing, but your grocery store likes to emphasize healthy and satisfying, or cheap price, or some other aspect, completely different than what you had in mind. And if you don't have the right channel set up, you're going to be in conflict with that channel, and the customer is going to get confused. So the key to success in organizing channels is getting alignment. And this is a nice little tool that you see here to help you lay it all out and get everybody on the same page, this page, in terms of what their role is. And finally, this now is a very important tool for you. This is one that takes the 6-box positioning tool, current experience, desired experience, beliefs, and behaviors. It takes the 4 P's of marketing, the solutions, price, communications, and channel, and takes the customer journey. You can see 3 tools here at once, right? The customer journey, the 6-box positioning, and the 4 P's, the tactical elements of the big picture, and lines them all up. And so the world-class marketer is able to fill this chart out with thoughtful input from colleagues and customers and market research to create a very, very powerful go-to-market framework. The culmination of all your hard work in marketing in the big picture is reflected on this one page. Imagine having your whole strategy down on one page. And this would detail everything that you're going to do across the entire continuum of the journey, what you say, what you want them to believe, what you offer, what you price, what you put into the channel, who does what at what step of the channel. It's pretty cool, pretty comprehensive. And this is an example. This example is, once again, the Peloton example, but it's a nice one for you to refer to of how it's done in a world-class way. Each box of this is filled out with good, rational, and aggressive intent. Marketing is all about battle. It's all about competition. And the savvy marketer is one that goes to battle with all their armament, all their tools and weapons to go in and fight the good fight, and do it in a methodical way, not a brute force way, just the opposite, in a systematic, disciplined way. And that's why the big picture is such a great model to ultimately get you to this point. So that's it for tactical execution, the 4 P's of the big picture. In the final module, we're going to look at the benchmarks. How do you actually measure results, and how do you think about what you can learn from big picture? Because after all, marketing and the big picture is a learning framework, right? It allows you to learn and continue to feed in, continuously improving every step you do along the way of the big picture.